Hello students, this is Uma Mishra. Now in my last lecture I was discussing about the numericals on capacitors related to their combination series and parallel. Now today I have few typical problems on capacitors, typical numericals which are equivalent to combination of capacitors. Like I have one numerical over here. This is a parallel plate capacitor and say its plate cross section area is A and the separation between the plates is D, and the question says that half the space is filled with a dielectric of constant K1 and the other half with a dielectric of constant K2. We are supposed to find the capacitance of this capacitor. So what we do is we imagine as if there is a plate line in the middle and you can see the charges. If this plate is positive charge, then this imaginary plate will carry negative charge over this side and positive charge over this side, and this is the negative plate as given in the question. So now it is equivalent to two capacitors which are connected together, and one capacitor is filled up with a dielectric of constant K1 and the other with a dielectric constant K2. The separation between the plates of the first capacitor is d by 2, and the separation of the plates between the second capacitor is also d by 2, and there is no change in the cross section area. So that means that this circuit is equivalent to two capacitors which are connected in series. This is plus and this is minus. You can imagine like this combination. This is plus and this is minus. This is filled with a dielectric constant of K1 and this is filled with of K2. So we can write C1 as A epsilon naught by D by 2 into K1, and C2, this is equal to A epsilon naught by D by 2 into K2, and since they are in series, we can write 1 by Cs is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 and substitute the values of this given. We have written the value of C1 and C2, so it's A epsilon naught K1 into 2 by D plus D by 2A epsilon naught K2. Okay, and so you can solve now. It's 2A epsilon naught 1 by K1 plus 1 by K2. Take the reciprocal. So Cs will be equal to 2A epsilon naught by D K1 K2 by K1 plus K2. Another typical numerical is, again we have a parallel plate capacitor filled with two types of dielectrics, but now the filling is of different. You can see half the cross section area is filled with a dielectric of constant K1 and the other half with a constant K2. So now you can imagine this capacitor, this to be a combination of two capacitors again. Look, I have divided the plates here, half cross section area, half cross section area. I have divided the length, so naturally the cross section area will be halved, and this one is filled with dielectric constant K1 and this one with K2. So we can again write now C1 is equal to what? It's A epsilon naught K1 by 2D, and C2 it is equal to A epsilon naught K2 by 2D, and since now both these capacitors appear to be connected in parallel, so Cp would be equal to C1 plus C2, that is A epsilon naught by 2D K1 plus K2. Now these were straight numericals. The space which the dielectric field was equal, it may be unequal, it may be there are 3 dielectrics are given, but even if 3 dielectrics fill the space, then usually it's given in the question what is the the width of the dielectric which is filling the space, so you can solve it. Now we have a typical numerical again over here. In this also we have a parallel plate capacitor. Let me take the plates to be square plates so that the area is A square and the separation is D. It's again filled up with 2 dielectrics, but this is the way the dielectrics are filled up. It's not in a uniform pattern. So in this case, to understand better, I have redrawn it here. Look, I have drawn the parallel plate, the capacitor plates over here. This is one of the plate and this is the second plate. And I have imagined I have taken actually 2 small portions of the plates. This one portion and this is the second portion. Since I said that the plate is a square plate, so there is no change in the length of this plate, this elementary plate. This is again A, but here let me take the width as dx. Here also I have done the same thing. So the area of the elementary capacitor would be nothing but A dx. And here in between I have chosen another plate. I have imagined a plate, just we had done in the first question. If this is plus, then this is minus, and then this is plus and this is also minus. And let the separation between these 2 plates be, say, h. Naturally the separation between these 2 plates will become d minus h. So I will find out the elementary capacitance of this combination, and let me put it as dc1. So dc1 would be equal to area epsilon naught k2 by the separation which I have taken as h, and dc2, this will be equal to again area A epsilon naught k1 by d minus h. From the figure we can see tan theta is equal to h by x. So h is equal to x tan theta. And what is A? A can be written as small a into dx. So we have dc1 and dc2, they are in series combination. So the equivalent 1 by dc can be written as 1 by dc1 plus 1 by dc2. And this will be equal to h upon A epsilon naught k2 plus d minus h by A epsilon naught k1. So we can substitute for h now. H is nothing but x tan theta. So x tan theta by A dx epsilon naught k2 plus d minus x tan theta divided by A dx epsilon naught k1. So this will be 1 by A dx epsilon naught. We will take the LCM, it become k1 k2, and then here we get k1 x tan theta plus d minus x tan theta into k2. So this is now 1 by A dx epsilon naught k1 k2, and you can take some terms common. So if I take x tan theta as common, I get k1 minus k2 and then plus d k2. Okay, now we have this expression. So dc will be the reciprocal, it will become A dx epsilon naught k1 k2 into 1 by dk2 plus x tan theta k1 minus k2. And then to find the final solution, what we are going to do is we will integrate over the expression. So C would be equal to integration of a dx epsilon naught k1 k2 divided by dk2 plus x tan theta k1 minus k2. Now you have to integrate over this expression. You already know how to integrate the expression. So after integrating, you will get your final answer, and C will be equal to epsilon naught k1 k2 a square log k1 by k2 divided by k1 minus k2 into d. I have substituted here for tan theta. You can see from the figure tan theta is also equal to d by e. This is the only substitution which I have done. So I hope these three type of numericals are clear, and we will continue in the next class. So thank you.